The current problem with blood is that it is a precious resource which needs to be handled following strict regulations, and its transportation requires maintaining specific conditions. Bacterial proliferation in blood components and financial losses linked to blood wastage in hospitals reportedly reaches up to 6.7% of all donations. Ensuring the cold chain during storage and transport of blood and its components from the point of collection from blood donors to the point of transfusion to the patient is fundamental. To solve this problem, we created the flexible bag holder. This is a monitoring device that provides real-time traceability of transfusion blood. Further to this, we are minimizing the risk of incorrect association for proper transfusion, while also preserving cases of poor storage and consequently avoiding the elimination of the donated unit. This, as a result, ensures patient safety, gift protection, and efficiency in the use of all resources. First, we record the data of the patient. Following this, we then record the medical operator's ID, and once that is completed, we then record the second medical operator's ID. The operator removes the blood bag from the fridge and places it inside of the flexible bag holder. The operator takes the blood bag and places it inside of the flexible bag holder. Once this is done, he then begins to use the supplied holes to insert the nozzles. The final step is to use the supplied buttons to clasp the bag holder shut. With this completed, the sensor is now set to acquire data from temperature and humidity every 200 seconds. Once the blood bag is inside the bag holder, you can then place the wireless charging device on top of the blood bag to begin charging, which is then indicated by the yellow LED light. After recharging, the blood bag can then be returned to the fridge awaiting delivery. For delivery, it is placed on a special transport to ensure the conservation of the blood. When the blood bag arrives at the hospital, it is removed from the fridge. The operator then clicks the button on the front of the bag holder, and once they see the flashing red LED light, they can then scan their operator badge. The solid red LED light will then indicate that the defrosting process has now begun. The patient places their badge against the device. When the patient is recognized by the device, the green LED light will stop blinking for 2 seconds before disappearing. Before transfusion takes place, there are 2 checks made by 2 medical operators. The first medical operator presses the button on the front of the device. The blue LED will begin to flash. Once it is confirmed, it will stop flashing. The second medical operator then repeats this with the green LED light. Finally, the blood is now ready for transfusion. After transfusion, the medical operator presses the button and scans their badge. The purple LED will stop lighting to show that this was successful, and a blue LED will appear in its place. This shows that the data acquisition has now stopped. When the blood bag is opened, a green LED light will appear on the device. This shows that it is now ready for data transfer through the use of ACS. When the sensor is placed on the device, the beeping sound will indicate that the data has been transferred. This will be mimicked on the Windows computer when a sound will indicate that the data has been received. The device is now ready to be recharged and reused.